and welcome back, all you wonderful weed heads, to another and brand new edition of Weed on Wrestling. I am, of course, Weed, aka Alan, your host that tries to stay stoned the most. Here on Weed on Wrestling, I get super big and try to talk about all things in the WWE universe. And today is Thursday, May 4th, 2017. So I'm a couple days late here on this one, but I do apologize. So I'm going to try to tear through 205 Live rather quickly here, and then be on the lookout. The show right after this is going to be NXT, so probably going to record these two back to back. But here's what we know going into the 205 Live show from May 2nd, 2017. Neville, he's still your champ. TJ Perkins, he's still Neville's bitch. Austin Aries, he's got to be pissed after Payback and after Raw. Are we still doing this horse shit with Alicia Fox's storyline? Please no. We're wasting talent with Noah Emdar, Rich Swann, and Cedric Alexander. Plus, I guess Mustafa Ali and Drew Gulak are beefing. What about the Tozawa and Brian Kendrick storyline? We still doing all these lessons? Where does Gentleman Jack Gallagher and all the UK guys fit into the equation that is the 205 Live show? And how is Tony Mini Neville Knee still under 205 pounds? I don't fucking believe it. And then we got the rest of the guys. So that's what we know going into the show. And it kicks off with about 10 minutes of the Kevin Owens kind of beat down of Chris Jericho while JBL continues his struggle with, the whole talking and the English language, basically, while being a giant douchebag. Get this bully motherfucker off my screen. And then we get a pre-recorded, already seen Neville and TJ Perkins talking backstage, plus with more highlights from the Austin Aries TJ Perkins match from Monday Night Raw. And yeah, it was full of TJP being the good little bitch that he is. He's Neville's little bitch, and that's what he'll from now on be referred to, is Neville's bitch. Yeah, that's what he's become as of late. So, moving on with the show, the way that it gets going is TJ Perkins is in action. The first match of the night is TJP versus Lince Dorado. And here's the only thing that I could really think of during this one. And the announcers kept struggling it. They really butchered it, kind of like I'm doing with this section of wrestling that is Weed on Wrestling. But here's my question: since when did TJP stop going by his full last name, which is Perkins? Everybody used to call him TJ Perkins. Well, now if you listen to the commentators and you look at his little back screen graphic, it says TJP. It's no longer Perkins. I don't get it. But it is good to see the Golden Links and Lince Dorado back in the 205 Live ring. I mean, it's been a while. And the match was fun. It was quick, and it was full of little reversals and nice flips. It was, simply put, enjoyable. It was a nice little match to kick off the show. I mean, Lince Dorado, he looked good, and he looks really fast in the ring. He could use some character work and some development, but damn, is he fun to watch. Perkins continues his full heel turn as he tries to remove Lince Dorado's mask. I don't agree with it, but it worked because as he tried to grab it the second time, he kind of threw him to the ground and put him in like a little leg submission, and TJ Perkins gets the win via submission. It was kind of a sloppy little match, but it was still solid little storytelling-wise. Yeah, good match. I guess by dropping the Perkins and just going by TJP, just going by the initials, he's trying to seem harder, more threatening. I don't really understand it, but I guess he's supposed to be packaged as more prickish now. Either way, we just need to decide what we're calling him. Are we calling him TJ Perkins? Are we calling him Perkins? Are we calling him TJ? TJP? What are we calling him? Because we really should probably let the announcers in on it. Because quite frankly, they didn't have a fucking clue when it came down to it. And next we got a nice little backstage segment where Corey Graves was sitting down with the Brian Kendrick, talking to him about he and Tozawa's his history and how Kendrick feels betrayed and blah, 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 and whatever it is. In runs to Zawa and just straight up kicks the Brian Kendrick. A big boot to the face. Lesson number 5, always leave the interview with an impact. Slight little jab at the competition, but at the same time, a whole lot of It was good. It was a cool little segment, and it further develops their feud and the comeuppance that is Tozawa's career, because I actually quite enjoy it right now. It's one of those things where it could go either way, but I enjoy it. Yeah, it's a little drawn out, their whole storyline with but with the Brian Kendrick and Tozawa. It could be a lot better. It could be a shit ton worse. And by worse, I mean what I'll get to towards the end of the show. But right now, we're at match number 2. And again, a solid match. It was Mustafa Ali versus Drew Gulak. Finally, the match. Weeks in the making. It was high-flying, entertaining Ali versus the slow, boring fuckboy that is Drew Gulak. Drew Gulak is truly the character that no one wanted and no one is going to remember. Anyway, Drew he looks strong. If slow, clunky, botchy, and all that can be strong, if that makes sense. It was great selling ability by Mustafa Ali that made it even more enjoyable. Because you could tell that he was carrying the majority of the match just by his ability to get the shit kicked out of him. Yeah, so Mustafa Ali was grounded for the most part throughout the match, but he held his own, and it was a technical, hard-hitting bout, but Mustafa Ali held his own, and at the end it looked like he was going to have the upper hand, but Gulak got the pinfall by getting the knees up as Mustafa Ali went for a frog splash attempt halfway across the ring, and yeah, he rolled up Mustafa after he put up his knees. Drew Gulak got the win. And it keeps their feud going, I guess. And I guess it was good. I mean, I would have rather seen Mustafa Ali picked up the pinfall, but I guess it serves the long game if that's what we're playing here. And yeah, Drew's a dick. Next. Oh shit. I probably shouldn't have said that. Because when I complain about the solid work of Drew Gulak and Mustafa Ali's match, not that Drew had a solid match, but Mustafa Ali sure as fuck did. And I asked for next. And then I get next. And of course, up next is the horseshit that is the fucking Alicia Fox storyline. You can fuck rightly off. I thought we were past this shit. Damn. Anyway, it's my third match of the night. Noam Dar versus Rich Swann. And oh shit, the commentary crew was fucking on point during this match. I mean, yeah, the match happened, and it was a good, solid ring work, and I suppose that, it could have been better. It could have been a lot worse. It was alright, but the commentary crew made this fucking match what it was. It was so fucking good. If you're kind of a mark like I am and you know behind the scenes shit about what's going on, it's fucking hilarious. Because what happens is, alright, let's get to the match. Swann, he gets his dancing in, he looks strong. Kind of seems to have tweaked his elbow, hurt that a little bit. Noam Dar, he got in his stubby little shots too. And the match seemed to kind of drag on forever, but it kind of seemed like it was building to an end, like the end of their feud, hopefully. And it was good enough, I guess. Not main event material, but good enough. Noam Dar picked up the pinfall. Hopefully, this is the way their bullshit feud ends. And it looked like Alicia Fox and him were getting back together. But I don't give a fuck, because what I loved in my small moment of the night is the banter and back and forth between Tom Phillips and Corey Graves. From the way the match started, when Corey Graves comes on and says something, then Tom Phillips follows it up with, let me fucking find it, Phillips, so I think he decides to basically fuck with us, and his little comments about how love is just fleeting, and perhaps Fox is just, She couldn't handle this as Rich Swann's music kicked in at the exact lyrics and everything. And I see what you did there, Tom Phillips. I get it. I understand. You and Graves were just trying to one-up each other with references and shit because Graves went fucking all out. And I could see you two while the match was going on and no one was talking. You motherfuckers were just laughing and having fun. And that's what it's all about. We the fans feed off that shit. Because Graves just flat out calls out Tom Phillips on his fucking Instagram past. He fucking throws out the 4-hour flight line and he throws out the discretions and doesn't make him a bad person. And oh, it was rife with all kinds of fucking hilarious little one-line comments, and oh, it was fucking brilliant. They're just having fun on the microphone. Oh, Phillips and Graves just going at each other on commentary during this match was just fun enough for me. But like I said, my s'more moment of the night, it has to be, and I never thought I'd say it, it's got to be Tom Phillips on commentary. This guy's actually funny, he's good, he's entertaining, and he's quick-witted when he's given more freedom to be creative and not constantly talked over like he is on SmackDown or like he is on NXT. Him and Graves together, holy shit, it was just fucking funny. The back and forth banter between them two is just magical. And yeah, I see what you did there, Tom. It was pretty sneaky. So yeah, give me some more of that quick-witted magic with the two, and the only two talented talkers. And it's 205 Live. Not only the fastest hour in television, but also the most entertaining. As far as actual in-ring ability, they got it on that shown. And it's hands down the absolute best commentary crew. Because them two together was just fucking brilliant. That last 20 minutes of the show with them two going back and forth trying to one-up each other and hit certain words. I'm pretty sure they have a list of words they're dared to say because they were checkmarking off a lot of shit and laughing in the background. And it was fucking priceless. So let's get into my what about me, what about Raven, missing superstar. Take your pick. It was kind of a forgettable show. We missed Austin Aries. We kind of missed Neville. We missed Gentleman Jack. Tony Nese, Grand Metalik. Basically, there was a bunch of people just not on the show tonight. And I still don't know what's going on with the UK guys. There's a lot of them that would fit in perfectly with this locker room. It's just all so damn perplexing. I just don't know. And right after that, let's get into our botch of the night. Easy. This one's easy. Other than the fact that we still have that fucking Alicia Fox storyline. It's the... You know, it's the outside the ring bullshit with Swann and Dar. And Noam Dar, he's all draped up over the side on the barricade during their match. And Rich Swann runs in and basically does like a jumping leg drop off of the barricade, which Noam Dar is draped over. Swann runs up, jumps on top of it, tries to drop a leg over the draped Noam Dar. He fucking whiffs. He misses so badly. In fact, he lands on the ground, and Dar is still draped over it. And then he notices Swann that is on the floor and just kind of slinks and slides and falls his way to the ground. Oh, it was fucking horrible. Yeah. Yeah, we seen you do there. We seen what you did there, you botching motherfuckers. Botch much, bitch. Botch much. So yeah, that was basically the show. It ended with Noam Dar and Alicia Fox hugging and running off backstage and all that shit. Fucking stupid. Fucking ass stupid. But my overall feeling about the show was it kind of fell flat. Does that make sense? Like it kind of just... I mean, yeah, the in-ring work was solid in a few matches. TJ Perkins and Lindsay Dorado certainly had an amazing match. Mustafa Ali and Drew Gulak served its purpose. Rich Swann, Noam Dar didn't really come to a finality. I don't understand how that was main card event, but the commentary was fucking brilliant. And I don't know, the whole show just lacked a certain star factor. TJP ain't a superstar, and neither is Rich Swann. Mustafa Ali, he will be one day if he continues on this trajectory. I don't think Drew Gulak will, but his character needs a redesign. I know that for sure. What I don't understand though is how is Rich Swann versus Noam Dar main event material moving forward? Is that our number one contendership? Is that what it comes down to? Austin Aries now 0 for 2 versus Neville in pay-per-views. It's going to get tired of the same old shit. Who's the number one contender? Is it TJP? Is it Tozawa? Is it the Brian Kendrick? Who's it going to be? We kind of need to develop this sooner or later. Do we have a bunch of mid-carders and only 2 worthy champions? Because if so, that's kind of a shitty show. I don't know. 205 Live just kind of fell flat this week. And yeah, here's to hoping next week will be a lot better. Here's to hoping when the actual superstars get back to the show, it will take flight again. I don't know. I just don't know. So let's get on to NXT. That's about all for today for 205 Live. I'm going to get right back on with NXT in probably about 10-15 minutes. Or just record back to back, might as well. So yeah, I've been Weed on Wrestling. I've been Weed, a.k.a. Alan, your host that tries to stay stoned the most. You can find me at all the normal places. You know where it is. iTunes, SoundCloud, Spreaker Radio. Forgetting probably a couple. YouTube, Twitter, at Weed on Wrestling. All one word, Weed on Wrestling. Yeah, what do you say we get the fuck out of here? Does that sound like a plan? Again, you guys take care of yourselves. Take care of each other. Let's get the fuck out of here.